Hello everybody, Marco Chiappetta for Hot Hardware here. I want to thank you for stopping by to check out this review of the brand new HTC One X smartphone. This particular model is for the AT&T network. It's for AT&T's LTE network, although it will fall back to HSPA Plus if you're not in an LTE area. Let's get some quick specs out of the way first. Phone has a nice large 4.7-inch screen. The dimensions of the device itself are 5.3 by 275 by 0.36. It's a rather large phone because of the screen, but it's not too big. Here's what it looks like compared to a Galaxy S2 Skyrocket. It's a little bit taller, but also a little bit thinner. And on the design front, it sort of reminds me a little bit of the Nokia Lumia 900. The glass has this nice kind of curved edge, and the entire body of the phone is milled out of a single piece of polycarbonate material. So the advantage to something like this is that there's no seams or removable panels that can come loose or crack or get filled with dust. Because it's the same color all the way through the material, if you were to scratch it, it's really tough to see any scratches because it's the same color all the way through. The disadvantage is that you can't take the phone apart. There's no battery to remove. The only kind of panel that will come off, I don't know if it's going to come across well on video, is this little panel here where the micro SIM is located. But the design is really nice and the phone is very responsive. This is it's running Android 4.03 Ice Cream Sandwich. Here's what the home screens look like with the default Sense 4.0 setup. You can see very quick to respond to touch. The phone is definitely really responsive. Before we dive into some of the features and performance of the One X, let me just give you a quick tour of the device. The front of the phone is basically all screen, as you can see. On the bottom you have back, home, and recent apps buttons. On the top you have a 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera. And I'm not sure how well it's going to come across on video, but the speaker grill is milled right out of the polycarbonate material. There's no raised metal, no edges there. And behind one of those holes is a status LED indicator that will light up when the phone's being charged or the battery's about to die. It's not lit up right now, obviously. So on the bottom of the device, you have a microphone here. On the right side, you have the volume rocker. On the top, you have the power button, the micro SIM slot, and the eject hole for the micro SIM slot. HTC does include a tool for sticking in there and opening that up. You have a 3.5-inch headphone jack, and it is a 1-volt jack, so you do get nice volume out of there. You have a noise canceling mic right next to that. Here is the micro USB slot, or port I should say. And on the back there are some contacts for a few accessories and docks that are coming out for the One X. You have a speaker grill here, and you can see it's labeled with Beats Audio. The phone does have Beats Audio support, so the sound quality is surprisingly good from a phone. And up here you have the 8 megapixel camera with LED flash. HTC is pretty proud of the camera on this phone. Not only is it really fast, but it takes some pretty good pics. It even works well in low light situations. So let's take a look at some of the features and performance of the HTC One X. The 1.5 gigahertz dual-core SoC in this phone is very fast. As you'll see, the screen is really responsive to touch. There's very little lag. You can even keep up as you shake your finger really quick on the screen here. Viewing angles are very good. Hopefully this comes across okay on video. Horizontal and vertical viewing angles. Basically if you can see the screen, you can see an image on there. What you're looking at is a Android 4.03 Ice Cream Sandwich with HTC Sense 4.0 on top. Phone has 7 home screens stock, but you can delete, add, move home screens as you see fit, like most other Ice Cream Sandwich phones. Another really cool feature is the recent apps button. This will bring up all the apps you've had running recently, and if you want to force close something, you just flick it right off the screen like that. Nice and handy. One of the other features HTC is really proud of on this phone is the camera. Let me just bring it up quick. So not only does it shoot 1080p video at 60 frames per second, but you can shoot video and capture stills at the same time. And the camera is really quick. I have it in a continuous shooting mode right now. So hopefully this comes across on video. You can kind of hear it as it's taking the shots. Now, each one of those clicks isn't exactly a photo, but it does take, a ton of pics really quick. You can save your favorites, delete the ones you don't want. And the quality of the pictures are very good. You know, outside and in bright light, the pictures are excellent. It's even pretty good in low light situations. So HTC's also done some cool stuff with the browser. Let me just bring it up quick. The phone's connected over an 802.11n wireless connection right now. Here's the HotHardware site. As you can see, pinch to zoom is very quick and responsive. The phone is super buttery smooth. The Qualcomm SoC here is very fast. And let me show you a cool feature of the stock browser. If you go into an article, you know, regardless of the website, you can see the standard article here. But if you want something that's easier to read, you click this read button at the top, and the phone switches to basically an all text layout. It's a customization that HTC worked into Sense, and it works really well. It makes web pages much easier to read. You can see scrolling nice and fast. Browsing performance is definitely very good on the phone. So let me show you a couple more cool features of the One X. So HTC does incorporate a car mode into the phone. So if you want to use it in your car for navigation purposes or for streaming music, you can do that. Because the phone has Beats audio, there's also going to be some nice Beats audio accessories released. We saw some wireless headphones and a wireless boombox, but there's also a wireless HDMI adapter coming that lets you stream anything from the phone to a TV or other display. All you need to do is connect the adapter, say to a TV. You also have to plug it into electricity, give it power. It's a small box, you know, maybe a little smaller than the phone actually. And then you swipe 3 fingers up to home screen, and it brings up this MediaLink HD setup. It would scan wirelessly for the device. If it finds it, you would click it, just pair the two together. The phone then switches automatically to landscape mode, and anything you see on the phone is streamed right to the TV, just like a wide-eye or some of the wireless HDMI adapters we've shown you in the past. So because the One X has a true HD screen, a 720p screen, if you were to play video on the device, let's say we go to YouTube quickly, YouTube actually does give you the ability to play HD quality clips. I don't know if it comes across on video, but there is a little HD icon next to some clips. Let me play the Avengers trailer here. I'll also turn up the audio. Hopefully you can hear how the Beats audio sounds. Give me a second.
Started. And we are hopelessly outgunned.
Director Fury, I think it's time.
So as far as video and audio quality go, the One X is definitely a strong device. We hope you like this quick look on video. Definitely stop by the site and check out the full review for the performance benchmarks, battery life, and other information. And once again, this is Marco Chiappetta for HotHardware. Thanks for stopping by.